the motherfucking deal, YouTube? This your boy, Coach Dante, in the building with you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe on this video, man. Appreciate you guys for showing love and support throughout the channels and all of the streams that I do. And shout out to you guys here for some more NFC East predictions, record predictions. We just did the New York Football Giants. Shout out to all the Giants fans, man. Again, Big Pat Sports, Joe, Lou, Zion, Taj, Logan, Nate, Jaden Champ. Shout out to you guys. Giants Opinion Sports, Miz, Matt the Giant fan. Shout out to all of the Giants fans out there. Oh, my boy Hit Squad as well. Can't forget about you. Giant sports fan, appreciate you guys, man. So shout out to all the Giants fans out there, man. And we are on the Washington Commanders. Again, big shout out for the Washington Commanders fans before I do this video and give my thoughts in on the Washington Commanders. Big shout out to the Protest Sports. Big shout out to Awesome Sports. Shout out to Big Simple. Shout out to him as well, man. So again, those are the only Washington Commander fans I pretty much know. Shout out to the other Washington Commander fan who I collabed with on Bird Game Media when we was doing a draft roundtable. We were doing a draft roundtable as well. So shout out to him as well. So let's get right into it. How you guys doing? So Washington Commanders last year finished 7-10. Their offense wasn't very good last year. They were pretty competitive. They got blown out by the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys scored 56 on them. I think they defense was okay, but it wasn't great at times. Their defense was not good at all. Their defense was not good at all last year. When I read all these team stats, it was gonna statistically show you guys that their defense wasn't actually good. And yes, eye test stats. People think stats don't lie. Stats don't lie. Stats is the most is important, but eye test on the field does show you as well that their defense wasn't bad. So stats ain't just here just to be here. Stats doesn't lie as well, but the eye test shows you better, but the stats also don't lie. You are what you are as a team. So again, I just want to throw that out there. So big shout out to everybody, man, for the Washington Commanders football team. But again, Washington was competitive last year. Besides the games against the Dallas Cowboys, they had a game with the Dallas Cowboys, the first game of the season, where they pretty much came back, but they lost the last game against the Cowboys. They were fighting amongst themselves. They wasn't. They got blown out from the start. They gave up 56. They just went out there. Looked like they just laid down to really get a paycheck. Out there. So again, I think they're gonna be fine this year. I'm not overlooking their offense. I think their offense is gonna be pretty solid, man. I like Gibson. I like Terry McLaurin. I like Curtis Samuel. Heineke, I thought he was inconsistent at times. I think Carson, they did draft Sam Howell. They did draft him, but I think Carson Wentz is gonna start. I think he's gonna start. I think he's better than both Heineke and Sam Howell. And I want to get this up out there, guys, on Carson Wentz. Everybody is bashing the guy because, again, he didn't step up against the Indianapolis Colts, but neither their defense did. But I do put the game on Carson Wentz. You got to play better football. I know that defense didn't step up at all, but he's the quarterback. He's the leader. He's got to play better football again. And give credit to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They shut that running game down, and they just they shut the running game down, and Carson Wentz just had to try to beat him with his arm, and he couldn't. But he's not a bum. He's not a bum quarterback. at all. He's an okay quarterback. When you put the right pieces around Carson Wentz, you can win with Carson Wentz. He threw 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions last year, so he was not bad. The guy's good, man. He's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. When you put the right pieces around him, you can win. Most of those guys, people are going to say, oh, he benefited for Jonathan Taylor there. The quarterback just do his job. The quarterback just do his job. You can't fault him for doing his job because guys cannot stop Jonathan Taylor from running the ball. That's not his fault. A strong running game helps out a quarterback. A strong running game helps out a quarterback. So you can't always say, oh, just because his running back is running the ball well, they kind of saved Carson Wentz. He still had 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, man. He still put on a great season, man. The guy's not a bum. He's pretty good. And like I said again, Carson Wentz, I think with the right Carson Wentz, he can help himself out with this team. I think he's very good, and I think this defense is going to be competitive with Payne, with Chase Young if he comes back right. I think they're going to be pretty solid. So let's get into the individual stats. I read y'all Carson Wentz stats. He wasn't on this team last year, but this is dating back to last year. Taylor Heineke, 3,400 yards, 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, was sacked 38 times. QBR rating of 86, pretty much 85.9. Passer rating of 65, not bad at all. Antonio Gibson, over 1,000 yards. Terry McLaurin, over 1,000 yards. Cole Holcomb led the team in tackles at 142, and Bobby McClain led the team in interceptions. All right, the Russian leaders, that's led by Antonio Gibson, played in 16 games, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns for Antonio Gibson. Terry McLaurin, 17 games, played all 17 games, 77 catches, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. You had J.D. McKissick, only 11 games, 397 yards, 2 touchdowns. Adam Humphrey, 17 games, 383 yards, no touchdowns. You had DeAndre Carter had 3 touchdowns in 17 games, 296 yards. Gibson as well also contributed in the passing games. Ricky Seals-Jones had 2 touchdowns in 13 games. So again, you got to get more for Curtis Samuel as well. Chris Sims is okay. Got to get more for Curtis Samuel as well, man. So let's get right into the team stats, and we're going to go ahead and get right into the schedule prediction for the Washington Commanders. Their draft, they also got Jahan Dotson, who's going to help out a lot. Probably a little bit of a reach for me, but again, I like Jahan Dotson. He's a stud. He's a stud. He's a stud. So you got Fedarian Mathis in the second round out of Alabama. Brian Robinson the third. Oh, they got a bruiser running back that can go between the tackles, very strong. Percy Butler from Louisiana Lafayette. Sam Howell. Cole Turner from Nevada. Chris Paul from Tulsa. And Christian Holmes from Oklahoma State. The team stats, 202 passing yards, 0.4 passing yards. That is 21st in the league. Not very good, but not also poor. But that's not very good at all. Their rushing attack was 12. That's not bad. Their rushing attack was 12 at 100 and 121.2 points rushing yards per game. That's not bad. 19 points per game, not good. Not good for the Washington Commanders. Top for 23rd. That's not good. They struggled on offense last year. And the defense was terrible last year. 25.5 points per game. Not very good for this defensive side of the football. Not very good on the defensive side. They were not very good on the defensive side of the football. So, again, let's get right into the schedule. Now, I think this team can be more competitive, but I do think their schedule is going to be pretty hard to compete with. I see some games. I think they also could win if everything breaks right. So again, they open up against Jacksonville at home. That That could be a kind of scary game. Jacksonville did get better a little bit with Christian Kirk. How better, we're going to find out. But I got the Washington Commanders winning this game. Detroit Lions. I'm not going to lie, man. I think Detroit can beat the Washington football team, man. To be honest, I think Detroit can beat the Washington football team. At Detroit, I got Detroit winning this game on the upset, man. I'm going with Detroit up on this game. I think they can beat Washington. But I also think Washington can, by far, beat them, too. So I won't be surprised if Washington go 2-0 against the Detroit Lions, be 2-0 after this. They come home, they play the Philadelphia Eagles. I got them winning this game on the Eagles schedule. I know a lot of Eagles fans going to disagree with me, but again, I don't really care about that. I think they can, they'll split with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I've got them winning on this route. So they're now 2-1. At Dallas, I got them a loss. I think they're going to split with Dallas this year. I got them a loss, right here. So right now they're 2-2. Tennessee, they played Tennessee at home. I got them winning this game. They're 3-2. Chicago, they're 4-2. Packers, that's a loss. Colts, that's a loss. They're 4-4. Vikings, that's a loss. They can beat the Vikings, I believe, too, though. But that's 5-4. So that's 3 straight losses they have. Eagles, that's a loss. That's the split right there. So that's 4-6. Texans, I got us winning that game on the actual schedule, so I'm going to go by that. So right now they just 4-7. They lost just 5 straight, just like that. But again, in real terms, that it's going to be hard to beat a team. It's going to hard for them to be hard to go on that 5-game lose streak. They also can beat the Houston Texans too, as well. That also can turn it into a win. So right now they're 4-7 right there off a 4-2 win, for 4-2 start. Falcons, that's a win. That's a win at home. Versus the Falcons. So they're 5-7 right now. Giants, I think they split with the Giants. They lose this game, first game against the Giants. So that's 5. That's 5-8. That's 5-8, right? 5-9, I believe. The second game against the Giants, they beat the Giants. That's 6. 49ers, that's a loss against the 49ers. That's a loss right there. So that's 6-10. And we got the Browns. That's also a loss, and that's also a loss. They could win this game against the Browns. Depends on where they at. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna give them a win. So right now that's 7. And I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with them at home against the Cowboys. So overall record of 8-9. 8-9 for the Washington Commanders right here. 8-9 for the Washington Commanders. I got. They were 7-10 last year. I think they win one more game by improvement. But other than that, best case scenario, they can be 7-10, or if everything breaks right, if Carson Wentz can be pretty solid. But I got 8-9. I think they definitely can beat the Browns at home. They can beat the Browns at home in Washington. Then they got that last game of the season against the Cowboys. So I got the Commanders going 8-9 is my prediction for the Washington Commanders. Comment, like, and subscribe, you guys. Shout out to everybody, man, that's always support and watch these videos. We on to the next one, on to the Philadelphia Eagles schedule. Thank you guys. Much love. I'm out. Peace.